I mean, that is a great way to get into the spirit of Halloween, I think.
It is, and of course, when you're at the conservatory, if you're not a fan of the chilly weather, there's places to warm up and feel a little bit warmer if you want to enjoy the fall, but without the actual frost and chill like we have this morning. That's not a bad idea at all.
Speaking of this morning, though, you got to get people prepared if they're going to head outside.
Yes, even I wasn't even prepared, just because you get used to summer.
Yeah.
And you know it's coming, but when you actually feel it is when that shock sets in. Yeah, this morning, very chilly. We're starting to see a little bit of twilight on our Scioto Audubon WeatherBug camera. We're just about 45 minutes before sunrise, and we will have a beautiful day, but it is going to be chilly out there. And part of the reason why it's so chilly is we have a clear sky, very little wind, except for some lake effect showers between Cleveland and Youngstown. Those aren't going to affect us at all, but it is the same process that causes lake effect snow. We're just not going to see it here. We have all the cold air. We have 32 in London, 34 in Circleville and in Washington Courthouse. Chillicothe now down to 30 degrees. We haven't been that cold since early May. And we have 35 in Newark, 34 in Mount Vernon, a little bit warmer in Mount Gilead at 41 thanks to some cloud cover in spots like Mount Gilead, Mansfield, Mount Vernon, and Bucyrus up to our north. But we are 20 degrees cooler on average across the whole central Ohio region, and that means it is going to be very different this morning compared to what we had yesterday if you headed out the door at a similar time. But how does this frost happen? Many of us aren't even at freezing, so how does ice form on the grass? Well, the surface temperature is just a bit cooler. A very small layer of freezing air does develop right at the level of the grass blade. So this layer of air is very small, and it's only about as tall as the grass blades themselves, but it's just enough to get the ice to form on the grass, but the actual air still stays a couple degrees above freezing. That said, we're going to spend the next couple of hours still in the 30s before the sun allows us to warm up a bit, but it's just a bit today. We're going to have temperatures in the 50s, a very crisp fall day, but still great weather for the Italian festival. You can stay warm with all the delicious food out there. That kicks off at noon, 55 degrees at 2 o'clock, 57 at 4, 6 p.m. at 56, and then at 8 o'clock, sun will set. Our sunset tonight at 7:06, and then we'll be illuminated by a full hunter's moon. Technically, that'll be tomorrow afternoon, but tonight we can consider it the full moon, and we'll have our next one on November 8th. So, that said, once we get to our clear sky overnight, we're heading right back into the low to mid 30s tomorrow morning, some more frost. But Sunday afternoon will be a little bit different. We're up to the mid 50s by lunch, and then we're back into the mid 60s. So a bit of a warmer day. And then once you get into Monday, we have a warm front lifting to the north. This brings us back into the 70s for several days next week. So the warmth is coming back, and we do even have a few sprinkles possible Wednesday night before some showers and possibly a thunderstorm Thursday morning as a cold front sweeps through. So ups and downs. It's a transition season. This is pretty common. We have 64 tomorrow, 70 Monday, 73 Tuesday, Wednesday, 76 degrees. But those showers early Thursday could help us. We haven't had a lot of rain lately, so the soil is dry. If we get a little bit of moisture in the soil, that'll help trees produce some slightly vibrant colors heading into the second half of fall when we really want to look at those colors. That said, temperatures fall back into the 50s next weekend, much like now, so ups and downs as we head through October.
All right, thanks so much, Mike. And now